Hello all, welcome to GoodCon. Today I'll be showing you another interview questions which was asked by one of the product-based company for the role of data analyst. You may refer this question for multiple roles related to data, and it might be asked. It is a question where cities and group bys and also some date functions are being tested. The question is very simple and straightforward. Let's jump there. Okay. So we are given the elections table, as you can see, where the candidate ID column is there and the voter ID column is there, right? And the vote date is also present. So for this particular table, we need to find for each month, we need to find the candidate having the highest number of votes. So as you can see, for the month of December, candidate ID 1 gets 1, 2, 3, 3 votes, right? For the month of December, candidate ID 2 gets only a single vote, right? For the month of November, candidate ID 1 gets a single vote. Similarly, for the month of November, candidate ID 2 gets 2 votes. So if you group this using the number of votes and the candidate ID, I will find out the candidate ID 1 gets 3 votes in December, and 2 gets a total of 1 vote in December. Similarly, candidate ID 1 gets a single vote in November, while candidate ID 2 gets a total of 2 votes in the month of November, right? So I'm simply like providing the output in this way, that for the month of the November, candidate ID 2 is the one having the highest number of votes. Similarly, for the month of December, candidate ID 1 is having the highest number of votes. Okay. So I guess the question is clear to you guys. uh, I'm jumping to the solution. You may also give your approach and solutions in the comment section. I will obviously try to get in touch with you, right? So in the first, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to group by the number of votes using the candidate ID and the vote date, right? So I'm going to select like from elections. What I'm going to do is that select the candidate ID. Candidate ID. I will use the month function to fetch the month part of the vote date. Vote date as voted. Okay, as date voted. Count voter ID as CNT, and I will group this using what? Using the candidate ID and the month, right? So from here, what I will get is that for each month, I will get the total number of votes each candidate is getting, right? Now what I will do is that I will simply store it as city as this one, and I will write like city 2 as select from city. So what I will do is that now I will just give a dense rank, right? I will use a dense rank over the city column using the vote date as a partition, or a partition command, right? So simply I will go see the candidate ID, candidate ID, date voted, dense underscore rank over partition by the date voted, and order by dense rank, order by count in the descending order as DRN. Okay. So what this statement states is that I am printing the candidate ID, the date voted, and I am using a dense rank where I am partitioning it by the date voted, right? Partitioning is that using the date voted for, so like for each date, for each month, it is going to use a dense rank, a dense rank, and it is based on the count column in the descending order, right? So for this particular November month, it will print 1 corresponding to this particular count value, there is 2, and it will print 2 corresponding to this particular count value, which is 1. So once I run this statement, you will get an idea. Select star from city to. I will just run this query. See, right? So for month candidate ID 2, he receives a total of 2 votes in the month of November. So he gets a dense rank of 1, and in December candidate ID 1 receives a total of 3 vote, if you can remember. Yeah, and he gets a dense rank of 1, right? So I will fetch only these particular candidates 2 and 1 from each month, right? If you are confused with the count, like number of votes they received, I can also show that CNT. It will be better for you guys, right? I'll just minimize this. Okay, let's run this. See, in the month of November, candidate ID 2 receives a total of 2 votes, so he gets a dense rank of 1. And also in the month of November, candidate ID 1 receives a total of 1 vote, so he gets a dense rank of 2. Changing the month to December, here a new dense rank starts, where we see that candidate ID 1 receives a total of 3 votes and he gets a dense rank of 1, while 2 receives a total of 1 vote and he gets a dense rank of 2. Now our task is simple. Just we need to print those candidate ID whose dense rank is equivalent to 1, right? DL is equal to 1, and I will also just print the candidate ID. Candidate ID, right? Candidate ID and the date voted. Yeah. So for the month of November, candidate ID 2 wins, and for the month of December, candidate ID 1 wins. I hope this solution is clear to you guys. If you have an alternative approach to this particular question, please comment down and I will see to that. Thank you.